How many rubber bands does it take to crush a car? A group of guys decided to take on the challenge of crushing a small car using rubber bands. Because of the car's large size, they specially ordered oversized rubber bands. However, even just getting the rubber bands wrapped around the car proved to be a struggle. They spent quite a bit of effort just to get the first rubber band on. Then came the second one. By the time they got to the third rubber band, they were already starting to struggle, but still used all their strength to get it on successfully. And so, as time went on, they eventually managed to wrap 50 rubber bands around the car. At this point, the immense pressure from the bands had already caused some slight deformation in the car door, but that was only the beginning. To make it easier to wrap the rubber bands, they installed hooks on the ground. They'd hook the rubber bands on them, then drive the car through. That way, they could more easily get the bands onto the car. With this repeated operation, the number of rubber bands on the car quickly reached 100. By now, the car doors had completely caved in, but it still wasn't enough. They continued wrapping even more rubber bands around the vehicle. Soon, the number reached 200. Under such massive pressure, the car door had completely split open. However, to crush the entire car, this level of pressure was still far from sufficient. So they kept going, adding more and more rubber bands. Eventually, the total number hit 280. And at this point, cracks began to appear in the car's windshield. They kept repeating the same process. And finally, the rubber band count reached 385. At this moment, the car started to visibly compress under the enormous tension from the rubber bands.
Oh! No way! Oh, there it is, there it is! Oh my!
In the end, the car was completely crushed by the rubber bands. So now the question is, what do you think could actually withstand the pressure of that many rubber bands?